One part of the mind is acting as me, another part of the mind is acting as the cognized, another third part of the mind is acting as the cognition. All three are happening in the mind only. One has become three. So this is what is happening. All the three are chitta. One part of chitta you are considering as me, another as grahya, thought process, and the third is the connection between the two. Now what happens in the first stage of samadhi, the grossest stage of samadhi, is the grahitra part and the grahana part will be they will become very feeble. Your entire focus will be on the grahya, a target object, some external object that you consider as external now. Grahya alone will encompass your entire mind. The grahitra part, grahana part will become very weak. So that is why it's like almost you forget yourself. Even in normal language we say, when you get absorbed very much into something, I forgot myself. Meaning the grahitra part of the mind became very weak temporarily when some grand object was kept in front of you. Suddenly you forget everything else. And only that occupies your whole mind, chitta, field. So if you do it consciously with a certain object, that is a state of samadhi, and you are doing it first with grahya. So focusing or absorption begins, in Raja Yoga it begins with an external object, with a grahya. So when you do it with grahya, when samadhi happens with grahya, it is one type of samadhi. In grahya itself there are two stages, gross and subtle. So gross, that is what I was explaining till now, is gross. Now if you take vision as an example, what is the meaning of gross to subtle is, you say that I see a fan, you say I see wall, you say I see laptop, you say I see this phone. But eventually, the underlying factor of all this seeing, you are only seeing light. Yes. You are not seeing anything else. You are only seeing light. You are not seeing objects actually. You are seeing light in different patterns. You are actually not seeing the laptop. You are seeing light. Light, in one way you think let's say it is one object. Light reflected in another way, you say another object. So, in the initial stage, you consider an object and you have attained samadhi on it. Next stage is you start realizing that you are actually, I'm giving the example of vision, you realize you are not actually seeing the object, you are seeing light, and you will attain samadhi with light, not a particular pattern of light, light itself. So from a very specific pattern of light, you will move to light. Similarly, from a particular pattern of sound, you will move to sound itself. So that is the second stage of grahya. This is also grahya. In grahya there are two stages. Gross and subtle in English you say. Sthula and sukshma. Sthula means a particular pattern of light or sound or anything. Sukshma means that sensory experience of light itself. That is the second stage of samadhi.